All right, if there's no more questions, I'm gonna move on to the next demo. And that will be searching for collections and assets. I will zoom out here because we don't have search on mobile view yet. So you're now able, you might have noticed there's this big search bar at the top. You can now search for both collections and assets throughout Storytel. Why does it matter? Because usually with especially many files and collections, Jodio being one of them and us all, because he invited us to the Storytel collection with a lot of sub collections, all those users need a quicker way to find them and navigate to them. And it's very easy to get lost in the current iteration of the sidebar, which hopefully will improve as well. A couple of things, you can click into it, but we also have shortcuts. So Command or Control and the /, for those more keyboard oriented, that will bring up the search bar. The whole search bar is keyboard navigable, so you can start using the arrow keys and pressing enter to select one. When you select and let me search for a collection, for example, test. When you select the test collection, it's going to navigate you to that collection. And then for assets, if I choose one of these assets, let's say profile Catwoman, because we don't have an asset view yet, it's going to take you to the collection it belongs in, and then it's going to scroll down and highlight the asset in the assets table. So I'll navigate here again just to show it off one more time. No, it didn't scroll this time. Go to another profile. And it will scroll and have it a little bit highlighted. That's everything around it. Any questions?
I have one quick question, Andy. Can you show again what you were searching for? Because like with you scrolling, I would expect to like see it there.
You'd mean you'd expect it to stay in the search bar?
Oh.
It doesn't currently. So if I press enter on one of these, like the Storytel one, it will not hold on to the. Do we want it to? Any opinions?
Not sure I understand the question.
So just like when you're searching, whether you're searching in Google or let's say you're searching in Drive, within the search bar, once your item has appeared, you still see what you searched for, like I'm looking for dogs. And then it's like, oh yeah, that is the thing. Like what or the thing that is appearing are one and the same. Like a kind of orientation. I mean, it's by no means mission critical or anything, but that's just my
Andy,
search.
could you just search for a word again so we can see how it works today? Do you mean it's still, wait, sorry.
It would still be there, yeah.
Oh, Erica, don't hit send. Erica, do you mean it's still there at this point here? Or do you mean it's still there later?
Is in like once the later only like once you've clicked on this that it would still be there. Maybe that doesn't make sense, but that's just I think
like a recent search for or something like what Google does. The recent search.
Could it also be what you're getting at is like a more dedicated search page where you can like link to that search thing that someone searched? Is that what you mean? More along the lines of?
I mean Sounds interesting. I think, thanks, Marco, for jumping in. Now, what do I mean?
Well, if I search for a word on Google, it
Mhm.
does keep it. And the page is all the stuff. It's basically what Andy's doing in the pop-up is what Google's doing on the results page, right? It's like all the stuff that matches.
Mhm.
One idea would be, Andy, could you go back to like a result? So Andy is shading the result a bit. So if you actually click on one, I guess this doesn't quite do what you're asking for. You just want to be able to connect the result to the query, right?
I think visually, it's like you have done it because you clicked on it, but maybe it's like holding the hand of the user all the way through. Like, ah, yes, I see this, and this is where I am.
Well, I think here's what I'm going to propose. That makes sense, and I think just what I would propose is if we had so Andy, can you just search for a term again? So like effectively, what Google's doing is returning all of this as a page,
Mhm.
right? We're basically like this is the Google page right here that you took the screenshot of, right? And so we could change it so that you press enter to get this. Right now, we're just popping this up. The idea being it's a little bit quicker and more modern to just like show it here without you having to press enter and go to a page to see the results and then click it, etc. So I guess I would just ask, does this give you what you want? Because this is effectively what you're asking for here.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. I've got one quick ask for Lex. Andy, we used to put the keyboard shortcut in the prompt bar. We lost that.
Mhm.
So just I've got Lex, I think there's probably a ticket, or if there's not, could you find one? But I dropped a screenshot in for us to put the little Command K. Like we've got it here, which is great. Well, that's more of a preference thing. It used to say Command K, but anyway, putting the search keyboard shortcut here. I don't know exactly what we do here, Andy, since we've got that.
It's actually a bit of a bug because it's always open, but when it's collapsed right here,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
it says Command key.
So Lex, we would be putting this onto the search bar.